The enigmatic charms, seductive yet intellectual. There is a massive stigma that suggests many charming individuals are highly intelligent. In fact, this is actually true beyond measure, and you need to have a certain level of intellect if you are to exude flawless charm. For certain zodiac signs, it might seem unfair as they do it without even thinking about it. Today we explore these lucky zodiacs and find out which of them can combine their perfect charm with their natural intellect. You might be pleasantly surprised when you see which ones we have chosen, so stick with us to the end. Number 1. Gemini, the witty genius. The Gemini native is often labeled as the witty jester in many social groups. They have an impressive communication prowess, and due to their natural extroverted behavior, Gemini gets what they want more often than not. You see, it is not so much that Gemini is charming, but rather their extroverted nature, which makes it seem as if it is. This is coming from a Gemini himself to confirm it as well. However, once you combine this with their natural intellect and curiosity to know everything, you have a highly seductive person. So beware. Number 2. Virgo, the subtle genius. When it comes to being intellectuals, few people can rival that of a Virgo. They have a meticulous and analytical nature and possess only a subtle charm that can often go unnoticed if you are not actively looking for it. Since Virgo tries to make everything perfect in life, people generally forget that they are also human. Think of Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory. However, many Virgo natives have learned that when they combine their intellect with communication, they can become as seductive as the Scorpio tends to be. Number 3. Scorpio, lustfully seductive. Speaking of a Scorpio native, these individuals are some of the most seductive people in the world. In fact, Scorpio has notoriously created a stereotype where people would often avoid them due to not falling into their trap of seduction. Scorpio natives are highly intuitive and observant. They tend to see everything and take note of it. They will use this when communicating, which makes them seem far more intelligent than they truly are. These natives also have a good understanding of heart matters, and they live themselves into the emotions others are experiencing. It is mainly thanks to this skill that a Scorpio can turn the charm on whenever they feel like it, but there is a catch. The charm coming from Scorpios is not as witty as a Gemini. It is often more seductive and lustful, which tends to drive people crazy when they come into contact with them. If you meet a Scorpio native who has some level of intellect about them, you might be defenseless. Perhaps you are a Scorpio yourself. However, be careful not to abuse this, as it is a very powerful trait that you possess. Number 4. Aquarius, the ultimate intellectual. The Aquarius native needs few words to attract someone into their lives. They have a natural glow about them, which exudes beauty to a level that few people will ever come to understand. But as we all know by now, the Aquarian is by far one of the most intellectual signs in the entire zodiac, and they have intellectual depth that few people truly understand. To overcome their lack of charm, they often focus on intellectual stimulation, and for the right person, this could be as lustful as when Aries meets a Scorpio. Aquarius will dazzle you with their brilliance, and should they open up a bit more, they will become highly seductive with their words. Somehow, Aquarius just seems to find the right words. Being seductive and intellectual goes hand in hand, and when you manage to make these two meet, men and women will fall over their feet. But the other signs also bring something unique to the table, so make sure to subscribe if we haven't covered your sign.